Hey guys, welcome back. And I know different background, different style of video, different kind of vlog. Um, but as most of you know that I just came back from studying a semester abroad. Um, and I'm here to talk to you guys about how that went. My first stop in Paris. Uh, Great city. It was a beautiful city. I loved everything. I loved everything about it. Really, like I loved the architecture of the city. Um, it's not that big of a city either. Like when it comes to just like the size of the city, when it comes to measurement, the population's it's really densely populated. So that's one thing. When you're walking around the city, there's not it's kind of it gets crowded places. But the city itself was really nice. The place we stood at was probably like everyone said it was the nicest part of Paris. Um, Paris has like 20. I think it was 20 different zip codes. I think like it like seven. I think it's like 750, and it goes from like 01 to 20. I think it is. But tells you how many different parts of the city, but a lot. But all in all, the city had a lot of different things about it, different sights to see. It wasn't just like the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that. Um, there's some different parts too that a lot of tourists don't really know about, and a lot of tourists don't really see. Like by our school, where our campus was Luxembourg Gardens, I think it was called, and it was just it was really a great place. It was really beautiful, and you're able to see a lot of different sceneries. It's definitely a place that you would definitely go to if you're trying to take some like pictures and whatnot. It was definitely Paris overall was great, and a lot of people that I was with was complaining like, "Oh, Paris is expensive," and da 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 stuff like that. And people here, they're all snotty and whatnot. But to me, the price really, I kind of knew that going in because obviously it's Paris. It's not. It's one of the big It's one of the big cities in the world. It's when you think of Europe, that Paris is one of the cities that you first think of, and so obviously they can get away with having everything a little the price a little higher. Um, but to me, I think my favorite part of Paris was really cafes on the majority of the blocks. The end, a lot of the end of a lot of blocks, you would have a small cafe, and the cafe there was a lot of them really served the same kind of food. There's a lot of like salads, a lot of coffee, a lot of smaller things, and then they would have like one random meat thing like a cheeseburger or a steak or something. But that's my favorite part of it too. And what's unique about Paris is that it's one of the only cities. It's the only city I think in the EU that will serve you tap water when you go to a restaurant. Because I know the EU they have a big thing about you're not serving tap water due to like health concerns and health reasons and stuff like that. But Paris is like forget it. We're just gonna serve people water because. So I think so now it's at restaurants in Paris. You have to be able to say, be able to request water if you want, just like tap water. You don't have to get like the sparkling water, the premium still water, or anything like that. Um, but yeah, overall Paris. Looking back on it, everyone always says Paris was actually really nice, and it's a really beautiful city. I recommend everyone go visit it, and obviously if you're able to. But if you're able to, definitely that's a city you gotta visit. It's one of the best places around. Now, the second city I visited was Rome, Italy. Um, obviously it's known for like the Vatican and the Colosseum and other stuff like that. Definitely a lot more historic than Paris. The city's a lot older than Paris too. Everyone was hyping Rome up, but to be honest, I didn't find it to be very not attractive. I didn't find it to be like that great, and that's not a shot or a slight to anybody who lives in the city, but to me, it just wasn't like I don't know. It might not have just been like my kind of city, Like the place was kind of old, really dirty too. There's a lot of like litter on across the streets. Um, not really a lot of sights to see either, outside of the few I just named. Um, People there kind of strange. Not gonna lie, they were, you know, all the girls we were with were like worried about like dudes getting too handsy. Dudes were handsy with dudes out there. Like every time we go out, like I at least was getting, my ass grabbed by a dude. Like no joke either. Like I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that. This actually happened. Like a little weird to me. I'm not gonna lie. Cause no one wants to grab any of this. Like no one wants this. I don't blame them. But over there, apparently they do. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, overall, Rome probably just wasn't like my city, and you know, even the food too was a little strange. Um, Pizza in Rome, honestly, was not good. Like the gelato was probably the best uh, thing that Rome had to offer, honestly, because the gelato. It's hard to make gelato taste bad, but the gelato was really good too. Was really good. But the pizza, a lot of it was weird because like it must be an Italian thing. 'Cause I've never seen anything like this over here in the states. Um, but yeah, instead of pizza sauce, they have ham under the cheese for pizza, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, yeah, like and I tried it one time. It was gross. So after that, I'm like, yeah, I'm only going for like you know, hopefully try to find some like pizza that has some sauce under the cheese. That's not ham sauce, like marinara pizza sauce, and hopefully, and pray to God it doesn't taste like like cardboard. Um, but like I said, no offense to the people and great people of Rome. People in Rome were great. Architecturally it was a nice city too, but it just wasn't the city for me. It wasn't my favorite place. Third and final city where I was at was in Limerick, Ireland. So I know you're probably thinking, where the hell is Limerick? It's on the west side of the country of Ireland. Dublin is on the eastern side, closer to England. Um, Limerick's closer to the west side of the country, and it's your typical like cozy hometown. It's nothing like it's not like one of the other. Obviously, it's not like one of the big cities. We were at another school, and people there were nice. Limerick overall is just a really nice city when it comes to people there because everyone there is just really friendly, really willing to help. But they're savages though. Like they'll, if they give you their honest opinion. Like if you tell them they're American, there's gonna be a shot taken at Donald Trump right off the bat with them. Um, and what whether you whatever side politically you favor doesn't matter really to them. They're just gonna take a shot at them, and discussing politics openly over there is not as like taboo as it is in America. Because Ireland, they're more transparent, and um, they care less about like your opinion really. Uh, not in a rude sense. They just like they're just gonna let you know about their opinion. However you take it, it's how you take it. They don't care if it's offensive or not. They don't say offensive stuff like racist stuff or nothing like that. Their opinion is their opinion. They're gonna let you know all about it. Um, but where we were at was we were at the Perry's Hotel in Limerick, and so we were right by a lot of different places, within the city, and I was able to see a different couple things out in Limerick or that side of Ireland, the Cliffs of Moher and stuff like that. Definitely an area that it's a good site to see if you're around the area. Um, but yeah, it was a cool city, but obviously it's not much 'cause it's not that big of a city, but the places there are really nice. Um, one thing that kind of sucked for me was that there wasn't a lot of like not a lot of shoe heads in Limerick. Um, it was a lot of places they sold Air Maxes, which you know Air Maxes are cool. They had some, a couple exclusive colorways, but it wasn't like anything crazy though. Because Air Maxes are a lot. It's more Air Maxes more in Europe. and Air Maxes and Huaraches and stuff like that. More over like basketball stuff. There's not gonna be a lot of people wearing Jordans and stuff like that. In Paris, yeah, because that culture is still kind of out there. I feel like Paris is probably of the three cities, minus the language barrier, probably the closest to American culture. Um, Managed because there's a lot more more diversity in Paris and France because just that's how it just appeared to me because there's a lot more people wearing Jordans, wearing Air Maxes, wearing different. There's different styles people were wearing out in Paris than all the other places. So it's definitely an experience I liked. I definitely recommend if you have the opportunity to study abroad while you're in college, obviously go ahead and do it. It's a great experience to have. It's one of the you get to see different things as well. Outside of those three cities, I also got to see London and Amsterdam, and I'd say probably of all the cities I've visited, not just the cities we were out studying in, but the cities I've visited, I would say that London is probably the closest because a lot of it is just really the only difference between like London and other cities in America is just that they drive on the left hand side of the road, Americans drive on the right. That's about the only difference because all the other stuff that you'd see, there's tourist spots, there's other sites you could see. It just really reminded me of a lot of American culture. Amsterdam, is definitely up there too. Um, their primary language is Dutch in the Netherlands, obviously, but a lot of them speak English and speak English very well. So if you're visiting Amsterdam from the States, you're not going to have a lot of problems because a lot of Dutch people speak English, and Dutch people are the people in both and England too, in London and in the Netherlands. They're really nice people. Um, they're really nice people. They're really helpful, and they just they're all just also really friendly. Um, I was only in London for a few days. I went to Amsterdam twice. Obviously everyone when they think of Amsterdam, they think of obviously they think of weed. They think of Heineken, yeah, Heineken, and some other stuff as well. But it's really a big party city with a lot of vices available to you, and definitely advise you to go to Amsterdam. Amsterdam's a very beautiful city, and with a lot of fun stuff to take part in over there. But like I said, thank you again for watching. Like, rate, subscribe, share, rate, do all the great stuff that I know you guys would truly love to do. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have fun and keep living your lives.